In this exercise, we're just going to try to connect an algebraic balance with a physical balance. So we're going to start with some equalities here. So we're going to state our equalities as one passion fruit is equal to 2 apples. And algebraically it's going to look like this. So P is equal to 2A, where P represents the weight of the passion fruit and A represents the weight of apples. Strawberries is equal to 1, for 5 strawberries is equal to 1 banana, so we show this algebraically as 5s equals b, or 5 strawberries equals 1 banana. And then we're going to state this balance here. This balance here is 3 passion fruits, so those little orange things are passion fruits, 2 bananas, so that's the left hand side of the balance, okay, that represents those pieces there, is equal to or balancing 55 grams and 2 apples. So there's my 55 grams and 2 apples. And we want to use the 5 properties above and try to write a new balance. We're not solving anything. We can't actually solve this, but we're going to try to write a new balance. And we're going to use the 5 properties above. So just a reminder, the properties are, property 1 is adding, property 2 is subtracting on both sides, property 3 is multiplying both sides, property 4 is dividing both sides, and property 5 is like for like replacement. So property 1, you can do whatever you want. So now you just can't copy mine. So I've got 3 passion fruit plus 2 bananas is equal to 55 plus 2a, 2 apples. And I can show addition property, but I can just add like 1 kilogram to this side and 1 kilogram to that side. That will keep it balanced. Now that is an easy one, so you can't copy that one, so you need to come up with a new one. I'll give you a different example here. I can add, I can take away 30 grams. I take away 30 grams from this side, and that will keep it balanced. And I'm going to do something slightly different. And you can't copy this, this is mine. I'm going to add a watermelon to this side. Now I just need to keep it balanced, so I just need to make sure that I add the same watermelon to the other side. And so I'm just showing property 1 of addition. Property 2, and again come up with your own examples, but property 2, I start with the original 3 passion fruit, 2 bananas, 55 grams, and 2 apples, and I'm going to take away 1 apple here, and I'm going to take away 1 apple here. Okay, and that would balance both equations. I can take away 2 kilograms and take away 2 kilograms from this side, and that would keep it balanced. So as long as I take away the same amount from both sides, I'm going to keep it balanced. For property 3, multiplication, I'll start with 3p plus 2b, and that's equal to 55 plus 2a, and I'm just going to double both sides. So I'm going to times them by 2. Okay, and that will keep both sides balanced. But you know what? I think I'm going to make it more interesting. I'm going to multiply this by some unknown amount x. Now how do I keep this balanced? Well, if I multiply this side by the same unknown amount x, this will keep it balanced. Now although I don't know how much bigger I made this, as long as I make this everything on this side x times bigger and everything on this side x times bigger, I know it will remain balanced. So if I want to show division, I can take the original balance. I'm going to just have 1.5 passion fruits, 1 banana. So I took half of everything on the left hand side, and I'm going to take half of everything on the right hand side. And I know that, although I don't know how much the bananas, passion fruits, and apples weigh, I know this will stay balanced because I took exactly half of both sides. And lastly here, property 5 is like for like replacement. So what I can do is I can use some of these equivalences and do like for like replacements. And again, you need to do something different than mine, but I'm going to take the these two apples, and I'm going to replace that with a passion fruit. So my balance now looks like this. 3 passion fruits plus 2 bananas equals my 55 grams. And I'm going to replace my apples. Instead of plus 2 apples, I'm just going to say plus 1 passion fruit. Because I know that my 2 apples can be replaced. I can take that out and replace that with the passion fruit. So there is a like for like replacement. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in brackets, so plus P. Let's do another like for like replacement here. So I have 3P plus 2B is equal to 55 grams plus 2 apples. And since 5 strawberries is equal to 1 banana, I can replace one of these bananas. So I'm going to write it like this. 3P plus B plus B. And I'm going to replace one of these bananas. Instead of a banana, I'm going to replace that with 5 strawberries. And I know that since I did a like for like replacement, this is going to remain balanced. And again, the golden rule is keep it balanced. That's the big rule in math. Anywhere you see equality, one side equaling the other, once you make it unbalanced, it's no longer mathematically true, and whatever you're going to do is going to be wrong from there on out. So we want to make sure, whenever we see these equalities, we want to make sure we keep it balanced. What we're going to get into these balances then is we're going to solve for x. And when we solve for x, we're going to have some strategies to solve for x, but in the end, the big idea principle is we just need to keep it balanced. We can't, as soon as we make it not balanced, the equation is no longer valid. It's useless to us.